Hi, Brinkley. Hi, Jagger. How are you both doing today? I thought I would read a story based on a movie, based on my most favorite character growing up of any cartoons, stuffed animals. I had a room of this creature. I'll give you a hint. Ooh, who's that? Snoopy, right? I even have a Squishmallow Snoopy. I bought this one as a gift for my daughters, a Squishmallow gift, but I really wanted it for myself. And I also have a Woodstock one as well. So there is a Peanuts movie. You maybe have seen it before. I don't know. I mean, it's not as good as like The Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown or is it Merry Christmas Charlie Brown or Charlie Brown Christmas? I hope you've seen those. If not, I'm sure you can pull them up on about any streaming service and watch them. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and read this, and then I'll come back to our whole Skippy John books too. There's many of them, and I have to just go check them out at the library. So this is called The Peanuts Movie, and there's Snoopy and Charlie Brown. It's called A Friend Indeed. Now we'll see how long this one takes us, and let's hope that my dogs don't bark. Charlie Brown is lucky to have a good friend like Linus, a sister like Sally, and a faithful dog like Snoopy. Friendship comes in many shapes and sizes, but what makes a good friend? Charlie Brown is about to find out. For lots of people, a brother or sister is their very first friend. That is definitely true for Charlie Brown and his sister Sally. During Sally's rodeo act in the school talent show, rodeo act? Interesting. Charlie Brown ran on stage to help her, even though it meant making a fool of himself. And when Charlie Brown got a perfect score on his standardized test, Sally couldn't wait to show everybody at school all the awesome things about her big brother. She was so proud she even took kids on a tour of his bedroom. Oh, look at that picture. I don't know if I'd like that very much. Somebody's taking a tour of my bedroom. Then high standardized testing, mixed reactions to that, I guess. They say that a dog is man's best friend, and that's certainly true of Charlie Brown and his faithful dog, Snoopy. Snoopy is the coolest dog in town, and he always has Charlie Brown's back, whether Charlie Brown needs dancing lessons, an assistant for his magic act, or just a friendly ear. Snoopy is always there to lend a paw. Friends stand by one another no matter what. After Charlie Brown embarrassed himself at the talent show, a lot of kids in school laughed at him, but his friend Linus didn't care what the other kids thought. "Don't pay any attention, Charlie Brown," Linus told his friend. Charlie Brown was happy knowing that Linus was there for him. All right, now that's Lucy. I got mixed feelings on Lucy. Charlie Brown's friend Lucy encourages him too, just in a different way, by giving him advice. Sometimes it's hard advice to take, especially when it starts with, "You blockhead." But at the end of the day, Lucy wants to help her friend succeed. She even gives Charlie Brown an occasional compliment. "After a lifetime of failures," she once told him, "I have to give you credit for at least showing up." Kind of a weird compliment, isn't it? Oh, there's Marcy, Peppermint Patty. They're playing hockey. Look at that. People become friends for all sorts of reasons. Sometimes it's because they're alike, but sometimes it's because they're different. Like Peppermint Patty and Marcy. Peppermint Patty loves playing sports, while Marcy would much prefer to cuddle up in the library with a good book. That's kind of the difference between me and you, Jagger. I don't know about you, Brinkley. Do you play hockey? Or maybe you like books. They might be different, but they balance each other out. Whenever Peppermint Patty isn't doing well in her schoolwork, Marcy helps her study. And when Marcy needs to relax and have a little fun, Peppermint Patty drags her to the ice rink, even if Marcy isn't the most graceful skater. It looks like she's struggling a little bit. Friends can be many different things to one another. Snoopy's friend Woodstock is his editor, mechanic, biggest fan, and best supporter. Snoopy's high-flying imagination sometimes gets him in trouble. One time he imagined that he was flying on his doghouse and came in for a hard landing by falling into his water bowl. Woodstock laughed at the sight, which made Snoopy laugh too, and that's what friends are for. In case you weren't sure, that's Woodstock. He's a tiny little yellow bird. He's pretty funny. He's got a good laugh on the comics. Actually, both Snoopy and Woodstock have good laughs when you watch the show. But a friend doesn't always have to be another person. Take Linus's blue flannel blanket. He's had it ever since he was little. Just like a good friend, his blanket makes him feel happy and warm. And it goes everywhere with him, even to school dances. Oh my. That's a dance move I've never seen. Schroeder feels about his piano the way Linus feels about his blanket. He wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. He practices every chance he gets and even has a keyboard in his school desk. The only person he likes more than his piano is Beethoven, the famous composer whose music he plays. In the talent show, Schroeder showed off his skills, but it was his love for playing that made him shine on stage. Just like when you're playing hockey or you're dancing, Brinkley, your love for what you're doing is what really shows to everybody. And moms and uncles and dads and grandparents, we all love that so much. We love watching you do what you love to do. Schroeder's best friend might be his piano, but Lucy enjoys spending as much time as possible with Schroeder himself. In fact, you can often find Lucy lounging atop Schroeder's piano, telling him about her day while he plays. And when she was picking her book report partner, Lucy purposely chose Schroeder's name so she could work with him. Only, there's no denying it, it was meant to be, Lucy said, sliding into the seat next to him in class. Schroeder just sighed. He would have rather have been a book report partner with his piano. Sally liked hanging out with Lucy's little brother Linus. She even has a pet name for him. Ah, my sweet Babu, Sally said as she linked arms with Linus while they were skating. Isn't he the cutest thing? Even though Linus doesn't like the nickname, he just rolled his eyes and kept skating, letting his friend be silly. Oh, that Linus is very patient with Sally. Friends don't always show affection the same way, though. Peppermint Patty likes teasing her friend Charlie Brown, or Chuck as she likes to call him. In school, when they went to turn in their tests, their hands touched by mistake. Chuck, are you trying to hold my hand, you sly dog? Peppermint Patty asked loudly, so all the kids heard. Charlie Brown ran out of the classroom, blushing from ear to ear at his friend's joke. You'll find that Peppermint Patty can be a little pushy. She means well, but she can be pushy. Oh boy, looks like Snoopy's got a friend. Looks like a poodle with pink hair. Wow. Making new friends can be just as fun as spending time with old ones. In his imagination, Snoopy became fast friends with Fifi, a Parisian poodle, with dreams big enough to rival his own. The two pups had lots of things in common, like their love of flying, root beer, and adventures that take them around the world. Now, it's, they stressed it was in his imagination. Now, sometimes when you watch like certain Snoopy or Peanuts is the whole cartoon. When you watch some of their TV specials, you'll find that Snoopy is the flying ace. And it's all pretend, because who can really fly a doghouse? Well, in Snoopy's imagination, he can. From Lucy to Linus to Peppermint Patty, each one of Charlie's brown pals has taught him about what it means to be a good friend. But when the little red-haired girl moved into the neighborhood, Charlie Brown felt something different. It was the first time he really wanted to make a new friend. The little red-haired girl. Look at these. We just see the back of her head. I don't know if we ever see the front of her. The little red-haired girl had moved into the house across the street from Charlie Brown, and they rode the bus together. Well, sort of. Charlie Brown was too nervous to sit with her, so he hid behind a seat. That's the bus. I don't know if you will be riding a bus to school when you go. They can be fun, they can be loud. It's a mixed bag, really. When the little red-haired girl joined Charlie Brown's class later that day, she accidentally dropped her pencil. That was when he noticed something special. It's got teeth marks on the pencil. She nibbles her pencils like I do. We have something in common. Now, I don't recommend nibbling pencils. A lot of germs. So that's something us teachers and us teachers' aides try to let kids know. Suddenly, Charlie Brown's heart was beating so fast he thought it might burst out of his chest. He went to the nurse's office thinking he must be sick, but he couldn't stop smiling, and he felt lighter than air. He wasn't sick, he was feeling his first crush. Seems a little young to me, but what do I know? Still, it wasn't long before all those floaty feelings went away and Charlie Brown just felt nervous. "You've got to help me, Linus," Charlie Brown said after school. "Maybe I'm not ready for a serious relationship. How can I support her? I can't afford a mortgage." Charlie Brown, calm down. "You haven't even talked to her," Linus said, reminding him to take one step at a time. That's true, isn't it? One step at a time in life. It's the best way to go. One step at a time. Then with some help from his trusty dog, Charlie Brown finally got up the courage to talk to the little red-haired girl. The plan was to go to her house across the street, ring the doorbell, and give her a flower. "I can't believe I'm going to go over and talk to the little red-haired girl," Charlie Brown said as he and Snoopy walked to her house. But when they arrived, Charlie Brown was just too nervous to ring the doorbell. Oh my. Looks like a bunch of snow, and the wreath hanging on the door fell on his head. Now that would be embarrassing. As time passed, Charlie Brown wanted to meet the little red-haired girl even more. One night he saw her dancing in the window of her house. It made him want to find the courage to talk with her once and for all. I got to take a swig of Diet Coke. A little hot out there, and I had to go shop for the new kittens. All right. So Charlie Brown went to his friend Lucy for advice. "Girls want boys to have accomplished things. Do you think the Nobel Peace Prize a Congressional Medal of Honor?" asked Lucy. Charlie Brown didn't have any of those things, but he decided to try his best to accomplish something Snoopy taught him. How to dance. Snoopy taught Charlie Brown how to dance. Marcy helped Charlie Brown with his book report so he could impress the little red-haired girl by doing better in school. Okay, so this is kind of a hard picture to see. Well, I'm going to read and then maybe that'll explain what's going on. That's Charlie Brown walking away, and that's the back of the little red-haired girl's head, and it looks like they're turning things in. It turned out Charlie Brown didn't need to be the most talented or the smartest kid in school to be liked. After all, his friends liked him already. The little red-haired girl saw that Charlie Brown was a good brother to Sally, a good friend to Linus, and a good student who told the truth when he was mistakenly given a high score on a test. It was Charlie Brown's good heart that finally got the little red-haired girl to notice him. Sometimes it takes a while for people to notice a good heart, but eventually people do notice. Charlie Brown learned a tough lesson. Being yourself is the best way to someone's heart, whether as a friend or something more, because being good friends, like Snoopy and Woodstock, Marcy and Peppermint Patty, or Charlie Brown and Linus, means liking your friends for everything that makes them who they are. All right, I love that story. I hope that you enjoy this quick little book as a break in the day. And, you know, I have some ideas for different kinds of books to read. Some might not even have pictures, so you can just listen to them. And then I can read slowly and make sure it's something that you enjoy. And then it could be something that you fall asleep to, or something to just listen to when you're just needing to do something a little different. All right? We love you. We're thinking of you all the time. We're thinking of you too, Brinkley, being with your grandma and grandpa. And I know that things are just so different right now. But just like Snoopy and everybody said, one step at a time, right? One step at a time. We love you all. Bye-bye.